Hi, welcome back to Travel Rocks Our World.
And another episode of Blame It on the Alcohol.
And today we are looking at Cut Rum. So we'll check it out after the intro.
Welcome to the bar. Can I get you a drink? Blame it on the Henny, blame it on the goose. Got you feeling dizzy. Blame it on the alcohol. Blame it on the Yeah, cause I got it like that. Flow so smooth like I got it on tap. Yeah, and I'ma say it be a good night while I'm on my Yingling, while I'm drinking Bud Light. Can you get it when you miss me? Like I'm with whiskey, drinking Jim Beam. Yeah, baby, do you do it?
So we're back looking at Cut Rum from, it is made at McCashin's down in Nelson. They're a brewery down there.
Down in Stoke.
Leeann's going to tell a little story about it in a minute. Craft distillery, but they're under a different brand name, but I'm pretty sure it's all made in the same place. So what do you need to say about
Well,
that?
it's just that we wanted to go and have a look at the brewery, and we went and had a look at the brewery, and the guy behind the bar decided to give Sean a tasting of their spirits as well. So he had a try, and then this is what he ended up with, buying the rum. And it was actually a really beautiful venue down there, actually.
Yeah, the venue's great place. If you ever get to go to Nelson, make sure you go to McCashin's. It's a great place to go.
And very easy to find as well.
Do a lot of ciders, do beers and that as well. So there's plenty of stuff to drink. And if you want to buy one of their spirits, you can. I have tasted this when we were there, and I'm not 100% sure if it's going to get a great rating. Like I said, they are sort of semi-new making spirits, so
we'll see how it goes.
I'm not 100% sure, so we'll get into it. But it is 42%, which is good. So quite impressed with that, because like I've talked about before, most distilleries in New Zealand usually pump out 37.5, but doing 42, cool. All right, let's get stuck into it.
I haven't tasted it personally, so
Got a cork. Oh, it's a plastic cork, but that's right. Oh, well, it's not smelling too bad, actually.
Been a while.
Yeah,
last year. So.
I might have been wrong. It's not a real clear rum. It's a bit cloudy. They are doing a craft distillery there, so.
Sounds alright.
I might have.
I think you drank a beer before you drank it, so we'll taste it. So
it does smell alright, eh? It smells like a nice light flavoured rum, lighty rum.
Not bad.
Oh, that's alright. Oh, I might have got my tasting notes wrong when I was down there.
On the back it talks about being prominent butterscotch, vanilla and a wee touch of sweetness.
Oh,
It's not too bad.
It's not too bad, but it has got that. How can you describe it? It's got that, it's not a refined rum. It's not refined because they're craft distilling it. It's not refined, I don't think. I wouldn't class it as a sipping rum. I probably wouldn't be able to.
It talks about being able to drink it neat though, but also as a
I know,
cocktail.
yeah, they do, but
Not too bad.
it's not too bad. But it's still quite zippy. Some of the rums I've had in the past, you can drink quite nice, nice and neat. Some of them ones like Gosling, like that dark rum, you can drink that nice and you can drink that quite easily. But
Yeah. Alright. Be interesting to taste it with ice. Can I have ice?
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying you can easily enough drink it straight, but I'd say once you add ice, you're going to be able to drink it quite easy.
42% though, so it's not too bad.
Oh,
42%.
I'm not. I even forgot about. I've even forgotten about that. It's 42%. So drinking it straight, you have got that extra 2%.
Yeah,
You know, a
which
bit
does
more.
change the flavour of the
Yeah,
alcohol.
it makes it a bit stronger. I'm gonna add a little bit more. I'm gonna go up this.
Does it change it much? Yeah.
I'd say no, it should do.
Yeah, it does.
It should take that little bit of take that little bit of harshness. You know, that little bit of harshness
I
off.
don't find it harsh like you say though.
Oh, I'm not so. Oh, yeah, I'm probably getting the wrong words. It's probably not harsh, but it's got a little bit of zip there. Which, when you drink a rum, a lot of rums that are refined don't have that little bit of zip. I'll say that ice was going to take it off.
Mm-hmm. Yes, no. Doesn't change it a lot.
It makes it a little bit easier to drink. Yeah, I'm not on here. I'm sort of
Hey, give me a mix and I'll just see if it changes the flavour dramatically.
going Fever Tree again as our mixer.
Yeah, premium ginger ale.
I do like. I want to champion like craft distilling in New Zealand and distilling in New Zealand because it's starting to come back now. It's starting to come back now. So, and a lot of people are trying to do good stuff. These guys are in the position because I think the Cashins used to distill years ago, but I'm not 100% sure.
Okay.
Like before, like all the distilleries more or less got killed in New Zealand, and now they're on their way back. And I want to champion them because like, it's good. It's not bad, and I do like the 42%. That's really I'm loving.
It's unusual.
That. Yeah, I'm loving that because good on them for doing that.
Yeah.
Because they're not watering down their product hardcore.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, what's it like with that ginger ale?
Fine.
Drinkable?
Yeah, easy drinkable.
Yeah. Yeah. Even with
Try it.
ice, I don't.
Try it. It's quite different with it. Obviously.
I'm just trying to get taste around it and see.
It is quite butterscotchy. Like you look at the colour and everything like that.
Yeah, I'm starting to taste that sort of now because it has got a sort of butterscotch taste underneath there. Ice does. The more the ice melts, because it's going to water it down a little bit, it's going to.
You try it with mix of it. It's a whole different flavour.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I'm still not. Good effort though, I think. A good effort to start out with. And they're going to get better as they
I
go
was going to
on.
say, you give it a few years and see what their
Their process is going to get better because I'm not 100% sure. If they ever see the review or anything, they'll be able to tell me. It doesn't look like it's been filtered.
Yeah. Well, we're going back there this year anyway, so we'll see what it is this time.
It doesn't look like it's been filtered like a lot of these big places do now. They filter like their rum and that and make it nice and clean and clear and that. This doesn't look clear to me. So in my thing, I don't think it's been filtered. So it probably leaves a bit of that harshness there, which I'm not saying is bad.
That's pretty good to me.
Oh.
Quite like the colour.
Yeah, I know the colour looks good, but I'm just saying doesn't look filtered. And
Looks toffee-like.
yeah, but I don't mind that. I don't mind if you're doing craft distilling, and that's what you're dedicated to be doing, because that means every time you make a new batch, every batch of rum should be seemingly sort of different.
Yeah.
With craft distilling. Well, that's my understanding. If you're a craft distiller, I think you should, when you make
Adjust it each time.
yeah, it's
Each
something
batch is a
new.
bit different.
It's a batch each time. It's a new batch. So, and it shouldn't be the same as the batch before. Because with haven't talked about because there's craft distilling and there's micro distilling. Where micro distilling is on a smaller scale. Well, this is my thoughts about it. Micro distilling, everything should be the same, but it's on a small scale.
Okay.
And then there's the big brands who do all their stuff, which they try to pump out everything exactly the same every time.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to taste it with that ginger ale. Let's see. Should take the lid off
I think
first.
so. That might help.
But it's quite easy to drink that ginger ale.
Yeah, easy. Very easy. Look at that. I've nearly finished it.
Oh, you can taste usually the ginger ale sometimes overpowers.
You can still taste the butterscotchy type flavour.
Yeah, you can still taste. Yeah, it's not too bad actually like that with a mixer. It's not too bad. I like that actually because you can taste that. You can taste the rum underneath it, and it's not overpowered. Do you remember how much we paid for it?
Oh, I think it was about $55-60. I don't think it was cheap. For 700ml.
Yeah, but it's not too bad for what they're trying to do. There's a craft distiller and it's 42%.
Yeah.
Which that's okay. I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, it might have been a bit more coming though.
Because usually most places,
Yeah.
craft distilleries now or distilleries in New Zealand are pumping out like 37.5%.
Yep.
It was 42. That's what's that? 84
proof.
84 proof, which
Yeah.
is okay for a rum. Should have really asked them more about how they're aging it and if they're putting it in barrels or not. It doesn't say anything. I haven't been able to.
Well, we're going back at the end of this year, so we'll probably go back.
Supposed to be,
as long as we
hopefully.
can fly there still. We've got flights already booked and so forth because we go to a festival there. But we'll go and see them again and then see what they're doing and see what product we can bring back, and then we'll review that and see if there's been much difference as well.
Because I think they've got 3 different ones. They've got not 100, but I know they've got 3 different spirits. Rums. I took their rum because I like rum, so.
Yeah.
And I've got a whiskey, I think, and gin or a vodka, you know.
Yeah,
it's
okay.
just those classic ones when you're first starting out as a small. Well, they're not small.
McCashin's isn't small.
They're not
They've
small.
got a lot of different brands.
They've got
different.
but they're really a beer and cider, and they've branched out into spirits, which is good. Which I think a lot of these small places who have started doing, like a lot of the craft beer places, need to start branching out into that side of things because they've got it. Yeah, there's not a lot of a different process between making a spirit and making a beer. Your people are going to tell you there is, but all you need is to be able to distill it at the end of the day. And once you be able to distill it, which isn't that hard, so it's there.
Okay, give it a rating.
Rating. Well, you do the rating first.
I'll give it a 2.7 maybe. Somewhere up there, maybe a bit more.
That's a bit harsh.
Yeah, no, it's nice to drink. Like, there's nothing wrong with it.
Like, I do really like it, like with the ginger ale, because you can taste that under the notes underneath. It's really not too bad.
I prefer it on the rocks, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you like ginger ale.
I do like ginger ale, but like I'd say if I'm happy to drink rum on the rocks or straight if it's really tasty.
It's easy to drink. There's nothing wrong with it.
Yes, I know. Overall,
it's been fussy.
I'm not being fussy. We've had so many good rums, so
yeah.
And I do want to champion New Zealand.
Yeah, and I'd definitely drink it again.
Yeah,
So when we go back to Stoke later this year, we'll be drinking it.
Yeah, going to be drinking it.
Subject to in New Zealand still flying here, that is.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna do my rating on it with a mixer. As a mixer, with a mixer, I'd give it probably 3.8. That's with a mixer.
Yeah.
And I'm quite happy with that. I won't do a rating on without a mixer because I'm not 100% sure how it's going to. I'm still not 100% sure.
Okay. Cool.
So yeah, that's our little review on Cooper's Cut Rum. And like I said, we're starting to become a bit more of a rum channel. We might have to change that up a bit. Have a few gins at some stage.
Well, I like white spirits, so just saying.
Yeah, well, we haven't even done any vodkas yet. Christ, we need to get into vodkas and have a few vodkas.
We've got quite a few of those out there.
Yeah, we need to taste those. So that'll be it for this video. So if you're new here, subscribe.
And if you haven't already, give us a thumbs up.
Thumbs up's always good. And also hit that notification bell like we've talked about before. It's every Sunday. We're still thinking about a Wednesday one as things go, but not yet. So every Sunday, so hit that notification bell so you know when the new videos are out. So I'll say that'll be about it for this, and we'll catch you later.
Laters.